Hi friends, today we will learn new sorting algorithm, that is merge sort. This is some improved version than the insertion sort algorithm. So I will take an example to explain like how it is working. So in our example, so I will take I will take an array. The array contains some numbers like 1, 5, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 5. So what is this in array is like that it contains two parts. This part, so instead of 5 it is 9. So this array contains it contains two parts like 1, 5, 7, 8 and 2, 4, 6, 9. So this array, let us assume this is an array A and it contains two part 1, 5, 7, 8 that is already sorted, and it contains another part 2, 4, 6, 9 that is already sorted. So this list contains two parts such that the first part is sorted and the second part is sorted. So what we will do, so it will be like that. This will be might be the starting point. So we will have some variable as a start, and this is the midpoint, and this is the end. So from start to mid, the array is sorted. From mid plus 1 to end, the array is sorted. So what we will do is that, how the merge procedure will work. So actually the merge sort consists of one spatial method, or it is also called as the heart of the merge sort, that is called merge procedure. So what the merge procedure will do, I will explain you. So in the merge procedure, what we will do, we will create two arrays. So the size of this array will be mid minus start, and the size of this array will be from mid plus 1 to end. So we will create two arrays of these size, mid minus start and mid plus 1 to end. So our next step involves to copy this content into this, to copy from start to mid in this array and from mid plus 1 to end in this array. So what I will do, I will copy this 1, 5, 7, 8 and 2, 4, 6, 9 in these two arrays. So copying will take order of n time. As you can see, we have to just copy it. So it will take order of n time, and these two new arrays will also have a space complexity of order of n, as we are creating two arrays of size start to end, that is n elements. Suppose if we assume that the elements are n. So what we will do next is that we will introduce two variables I and j. So this array will start from I index and this variable will start from j index. So our next, so in the merge procedure, our next step will be what? So what we will do, we will compare the elements in the, suppose we will say this array as L and we will say this array as R. This is the left part, this is the right part. That's why we have given the name of array as L and R. And suppose this array is same as A only. So what we will do, we will compare both the elements one by one and put the smallest one first. How? So we will take one more. So we will create this array will be the same. Like this has element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So what we will do, we will start comparing the element from the left array with the right array. So what we will do, we will just first see the first element of left array, that is 1. Then we will see the first array of second element of the right array, the first element, that is 2. Which one is less? 1 is less. So what we will do, we will just copy the element in the array A, and suppose this is the pointer as k. So after putting the element in this array A, what we will do, we increase the I pointer. Now I will point here, j will remain the same. Now next what we will do, is we will compare the next element, that is 5. 5 with 2. Which one is lesser? 2 is lesser. So what we will do, we will copy the lesser element 2 and we will increment the j counter. So now what we will do, now we will compare the ith element with the jth element. So 5 and 4 are compared. Which one is less? The 4 is less. So what we will do, we will just put 4 here, the lesser one, and increment the j. I will remain the same. So now we will compare the next elements. Now we will compare L of I. L of I is what? 5. 5 with 6. So 5 is lesser. So what we will do, we will copy the 5 and 6 will and increment the I counter. So now next we will compare 7 and 6. 7 and which one is smaller? 6 is smaller. So we will copy the 6 and increment the j value. And similarly, we are increasing the k value also. So next what will be compared? 7 and 9. So which one is bigger? Which one is lesser? 7. So we will put 7 here and j will be incremented here. So next what will be done? Now 8 and 9 will be compared. Which one is lesser? 8 is lesser. So we will just put 8 here and increment the j. But what is happening, like j is greater than the length of the right array. So we will stop here. J is greater than length of the left array. So what we will do, whichever element is remaining in the right array, we will just simply put all the elements which are remaining in the right array, we will just simply put it in the array. So what I will do next, I will just explain you again with the help of this equations. So I will just give you an example how to run this code. So I think I will take the same example. I will just like rub all those things. I will explain you again how the code is working exactly. So this is an array. So this is an array A. This is an array A. It has one start point, one midpoint, and one end point. So this is our start. This is our midpoint. That is like from this is midpoint, and this is our end. So what we will do, first we will like have two arrays NL. Like first we create two arrays like NL and NR. So we will create like two arrays of size NL. The size of this array is NL and the size of this right array is NR. So what is the size of NL array is mid minus start plus 1, like mid minus start plus 1, and the size of the right array is end minus mid. So it's like all based on the index. If the index is starting from 0, then all those things will work. We are assuming that the index is starting from 0. So mid minus start and end minus mid. So what will be the thing? 3 minus 0 plus 1. So the length of this array will be 4, and this is also 4 in our case. Stop karna. So now this we will name this array as L, and this is our right array. We have defined two arrays of NL and NR size. So mid minus start plus 1. So what is mid? Mid is our 3. 3 minus 0 plus 1. So NR value will be 4, and NL value will be end minus mid. End value is 7 and our mid value is 3. That will be also 4. So we have created two arrays of size 4 and this one. So what will be the next step? So in the next step, what we will do, we will copy all the elements that are from start to mid into this array. This step will copy all the elements which are in the left array. And what will this procedure do? This procedure will do like it will copy all the elements that are from mid to end in the right array. So next what we will do. So what we will do, we will initialize both the I and j variables and the k variable. So this is our array A, and this array will also have same size as and what we will do, the I will be initialized to 0 and j will also initialize to 0. I and j 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3. So what we have done, we have two parts. First part is already sorted, the second part is already sorted. We have only created two arrays and copy the elements from start to mid in one array and from mid to end in second array. As 1578 is already sorted, just please keep in mind 2469 is already sorted, so that is fine. And this is the already the array that we have already, this is the same array. Now we are just putting the element by comparing themselves. So what we will do in this first step, while I is less than NL, like I is less than NL, I is less than 4, the present value of I is 0 and it is less than 4, and j should be less than NR, and j is less than 4. So both these conditions are like fine. So we will move inside the loop, and what we will do, we will just compare the left and the right part. Which one is lesser? We will just compare the left part is less than the right part. Like 1 is less than the 2. Yes, 1 is less than 2. So what we will do, we will do A of k is equals to L of I. This is A and this is our pointer for k. So what we will do, AK is equals to Li. So 1 will be placed here by this code. And now what we will do, so it will not go into the else part, and we will again return to the loop. Now what will be done, I value will be incremented and k value will be incremented. Now k is also incremented and I value is also incremented. Next what we will do, we will again compare the Li with R of j. So now 5 and 2 are compared. So with 5 and 2 are compared, which one is lesser? So which one is lesser? So we will go in this condition. Left part is not less than the right part. So we will go into the else condition. And what we will do, we will copy AK is equals to RJ. Now we will copy the right part. So 2 will be placed here. So now what will we do? Now j will be incremented and k will be incremented. So what we have done, the j is incremented and the k is incremented. So now the next part, so now the while loop will again check whether the I is less than the size of the array and j is less than the size of the array, which is true in our case. So what we will do again, now we will compare 5 with 4. Which one is lesser? Which one is lesser? We will just copy that part in the array. So 4 will be copied here and j will be incremented and k will be incremented. So now we again looped through the array and we will check whether I is less than NL. It is true, I is less than NL, and j is less than NR. Yes, j is also less than NR. So what we will do, we will compare the ith element of left array with the jth element of right array. So 5 and 6 are compared. So now 5 is so L of I. So it will be 5. 5 is less than 6. Yes, it is true. So what it will do, AK is equals to Li. Now A3 will be equals to L of I. It means it will be 5 will be copied here and I will be incremented and k will be incremented. So now next part what it is, now we will check whether I is less than the length of this array and j is also less than the length of the array. Now what we will do, we will compare this 7 and 6 element. So which one is lesser? So we will compare Li, length of I, yani ki 7 is less than right part, 7 is less than 6, no. So it will go into the left loop. A of k is equals to R of j. So A of k will be R of j. So 6 will be copied here. This is R of 2 or 6 will be copied here. So it will, now what will happen? J will be incremented and k will be incremented. So now what is happening? Now I is positioning here and j is positioning there. So now what we will do? Now we will compare the A of I, L of I with R of J. 7 and 9 are compared. Which one is lesser? 7. So what we will do, we will copy the 7, increment the I and increment the K. So now what is happening? Now I and J are again compared. Now 8 and 9 are compared. Which one is lesser? 8 is lesser. So what we will do, we will just copy this element and increment the I, and J will remain at his place. So now we will again come into this loop. So now, but now what is happening? Now you have to see it clearly, like now one of the condition is breaking. Now I is not less than NL, as I has already surpassed the length of the array. So I is not less than NL. So we are not, like, we will not go into this loop. Now this condition is break and we have to move out of this loop. So now we will go to this while loop. So what will happen? So what it is saying, if J is less than NR. So like J is less, so J value is 3 and it is less than 4. So this condition is true. So what we will do, AK is equals to R of J. R of J means A of K will be R of J, 9 will be copied here. So like this loop, why we have used this while condition, I will just give you an example, and I will give you another example, like why we have used this loop and what is the purpose of this loop. If we have like certain type of input, I will give you one example. It will be more clear by that example. I am sure that this example has cleared like how the merge procedure is working. Suppose we have an array that has element like 10, 20, 40, 50 and 1, 4, 6, 8. So this part is sorted and this part is also sorted. So what will happen in this case? So what we will do, we will just copy this elements like this, and in the another array we will copy like 1, 4, 6 and 8. And what we will do in this case, like 10 and 1 are compared. So which one is lesser? 1 will be printed here. Now this is I value and this is J value and this is K value. So J will be incremented and K will be incremented. Now in the next case, what will happen? Now we will compare 10 with 4. So which one is lesser? 4. So 4 will be copied. Now K will be incremented and J will be incremented. Now 10 and 6 are compared. So what will be happened? 6 will be put here, K will be incremented and J will be incremented. And now 10 and 8 are compared. So 8 is lesser. So what we will do? K will increment and J will also increment. So now what happens? Now this condition is broken, like J is less than NR. So J have surpassed the length of the right array. So what is happening? This loop will not work, but we have not sorted these parts. So for sorting, like this part is already sorted. This part is already sorted. So what this while loop will do, it will check if I value is less than NL, and NL value is what? 4. And I value is 0. I value is 0 here, and length of this array is what? 4. So what it will do, it will copy all this code. What it will do, it will just, I is less than NL, yes, I is less than NL. So what it will do, AK is equals to Li. So AK is equals to Li. Now K will be incremented and I will be incremented. So now what next? I is still less than NL. So I is still less than NL. So 20 is placed here. Now I will be incremented and K will be incremented. Now again it is checking I is less than NL. Yes, I is less than the length of the array. So what it will do, it will copy the next element and it will increment the I and it will increment the K. And next what it will check? I is less than length of array. Yes, I is less than length of array. And what it will do, it will just put the element here and increment the k and increment the I. Now this condition is breaking. I is less than NL. I value is now greater than the length of the array. So this array is already sorted. So what is the purpose? This code is simply copying all the arrays that are left. If it is left in the right array, then all the right arrays will be copied. If some elements are left in the left array, then all the left arrays will be copied. Without comparing, as they are already sorted elements, so we do not need any sorting to. They can be copied directly. They do not need any comparison. Thank you. Previous lecture we have already seen what is merge procedure. So in this lecture we will actually sort the array using the merge procedure. So we are using this function merge sort to sort the number of inputs that are not sorted into a sorted array. So first we will see like what is merge sort. What is merge sort based on? It is based on the process of divide and conquer. So what is divide and conquer approach? In divide and conquer approach, what is happening is there is some problem like of suppose any size n size. What we will do, we will just in divide and conquer approach or in merge sort, what we will do, we will just break problems into smaller parts and or in sub problems, and we will separately solve these sub problems, and when these sub problems are solved, we will just merge the result into one. So we will just try to break the input in such a way so that each sub problem is already solved, and later we will just merge or both the sub problems that are already solved into the problem that can be solved by merging both the sub problems that are already solved. So I will just take an example and you can just see that how it is working. So first the merge sort procedure is called from start to end. So I will just take an input and the input will be like 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 9. So I will start the index from 0. So like this is an array which contains 5 elements, and I will use the merge sort procedure to sort the array. So what it will do, so the first is the array A will be called with the start and end index. So our start index is 0 and our end index is what? Is 5. So what we will do, first we will call merge sort on 0, 5. As our merge sort is called on input 0, 5, what we will do, we will first see whether start is less than end. Yes, start is obviously less than end. So what we will do, we will compute the midpoint. So what will be the midpoint of 0 plus 5? 0 plus 5 by 2, it means 5 by 2, and it will be equals to 2.5, and the lower integer will be equals to 2. So what is happening? So this is fulfilling start is less than end, and we have computed the midpoint, that is 2. So what we will do, first we will call the merge sort procedure from start to mid. I am skipping this A in the calling in making the tree structure, as it is not useful because the array will remain the same and we are only interested in the indexes. So what it will do, the 0, 5 will call merge sort 0, mid is 2. And the next what it is, and the next thing is merge sort mid plus 1 to end. What is mid? What is merge sort? Mid plus 1 is 3, 5. And what the third function is calling merge procedure A start mid end. So what I am calling the merge procedure with start is 0, mid is 2, and end is 5. So basically when you are calling a one merge sort procedure, actually we are calling 3 functions recursively. 2 the merge sort procedure and 1 is the merge procedure. So this again we are what is done, merge sort 0 to 2, or it is saying that 0 to 2 the merge sort procedure will be called. So if one time the merge sort procedure is called, so what is happening, it will call 3 more functions, 2 times the merge sort procedure and 1 time the merge procedure. So what is happening again? So now the mid is again calculated. So the mid will be this time what? 2 by 2. or 1. So mid is equals to 1. So what it will be? So start comma mid. Start is 0 and mid is 1. And again the second function merge sort mid plus 1, or mid plus 1 will be 2 comma and end will be 2. And the merge procedure is called from start is 0, mid is 1 and end is 2. This is called. And now again what is happening, we are called the merge sort 0 comma 1. So now the merge sort 0 comma 1 is calling, and we are seeing that start is less than end, start is less than end. So again the functions will be called again in this process, 2 merge sort procedure and 1 merge procedure. So what is happening again, 0 plus 1 by 2 is 0.5 and the midpoint will be 0. So what is happening, start comma mid 0 comma 0. Next will be mid plus 1, or mid plus 1 will be 1 comma 1, and merge procedure will be called from 0 comma and will be 1. Okay, so now the merge procedure 2 comma 2, it will not call any other function, as start value is not less than end. And this function and the merge procedure will not call anything, as we have already seen. It is not calling any other function. It is just doing some calculations of merging two numbers of two different numbers in two different arrays. So this function will not be called again, and this function will not call any other function. So we are not worried about it. So the next function is 3 comma 5. So now what is? Now we are calling the merge sort procedure on this part of the array. We have already called on this part of array. Now we are calling from 3 to 5. So what it will do? Now this function will again call the 3 part, merge sort 2 times and 1 the merge procedure. And so now first we will calculate the mid. 3 plus 5 by 2 and 8 by 2 4. So mid value will what will be changed to 4. So what it will do? Start comma mid. Start is 3 and mid is 4. Now mid plus 1 is 5 comma end is also 5, and the merge procedure will be called from start comma mid comma end. Start is what? 3, mid is what? 4, and start is what? And end is what? 5. So again, as you can see, this 3 comma 4, again it will call 3 functions. One is merge sort, another one is also merge sort, and another one is merge procedure. So what is happening, like we are now what is happening, 3 comma 4. So what is 3 comma 4? 7 by 2 or 3.5 or 3. So now the mid will change to 3. So 3 comma 3 will be called, and from mid plus 4 comma 4 will be called, and from 3 comma and will be what? 4. These things will be called, and this function will not call again, as start is not less than end, and this function will also be, this is only for the computation purpose, so we do not need to call these functions. And as you can see, this is also the merge process. It will not call any other function. So like this is the structures where how we are going to sort the array and merge the array. So like what is happening? So as you can see, how to traverse the tree, this is very important. Like this is an important point, and you have to understand like how we are actually traversing the tree from top to down and left to right. So what is happening firstly, what is happening? 0 comma 5 is called. The merge sort procedure is called from 0 to 5. So what is happening is, our number is 8, 6, 7, 5, 3 and 9. Okay, so now what is happening is the merge sort 0 to 5 or 0 to 5, the merge sort procedure is called. So next what is happening is the 0 to 5 is calling merge sort procedure. Like I am just going to, like it will go from top to bottom and from left to right. First you have to cover from top to bottom, and you have to go left and then to upward above. So like you will see and learn, understand. So now what is done? Merge sort procedure 0 to 2 is called, or if you can simply say 0 to 2 is this. Like we are going to sort 0 to 2, But for sorting 0 to 2, what we have to do? Like for like sorting 0 to 2, we have to sort 0 to 1, or this part we have to sort 0 to 1 part. And for sorting 0 to 1, what we have to do? Like we are coming from top to down without going anywhere. For sorting 0 to 1, what we have to sort? 0 to 0. What I'm saying is we have to sort this. And what is happening, and now this part is completed. Merge sort, if you are coming from some branch and if you are leaving that branch, or if you are leaving it for the last time, then we assume that this function is over, or the purpose of this function is over. So what we will do, like merge sort 0, 0 will sort 8, as 8 is the single element and it is not compared to any element, so it is already sorted. All the single elements are already sorted and there is no need to like check whether they are sorted or not sorted. So 8 is already sorted. So now what the next function is came, merge sort 1, 1, or we will sort 6, 6. And when we are leaving this function, the first element is already sorted. Now what we will do, now we will go to the merge procedure 0, 0, 1, and what it will do, it will check. So now I will just give you one example that how the merge procedure is working in the case of 0, 0, 1. So in this case, this is 0, this is also 0, and this is 1. So what is happening, I will just show you. So as we have three inputs, like how the 0, 0, 1, or how both these elements are getting sorted. So this is the these are the single elements, and how we are going to solve it, I'm going to show you. So what it will do, we will create two arrays of size. What are the size? Mid minus start plus 1, yani 0 minus 0 plus 1, it's one size array, and end minus mid is 1 minus 0. So what we will do, we will create two arrays. Okay, both these the size of the arrays, or NL is also equals to 1, NR is also equals to 1. So for I in range 0 to NL, Li is equals to A of start plus I. So what it will do, it will copy both these lines. What it will do, it will this for loop will copy the element from the array A to the left array. This is the left array and this is the right array. So 8 will be copied here and 6 will be copied here. So now what we will do, we will just assign I value and J value, and K value should be start value. So K will be like here. If you can see it, like K is also start value, and start value is 0 value. So 8 will be the start value. So while I is less than NL and J is less than NR, so I is also less than 1 and J is also less than 1. So what it will do, left part of I is less than right part of J. So what I will do, so Li 8 is less. So we have like copied both these elements in the array, left and right array, with 8 and 6. So what is happening is like now what we will do, I is less than NL and J is less than NR. So it is true. So what we will do, we will go inside this function and check whether the left part is L of I and R of J. So L of I is what? 8. L of I is 8 and R of J is 6. So L of I is less than RJ. No, it is not true. So it will go into the else part, and it will do, A of K is equals to R of J. So what it will do, it will just put 6 here. It will put 6 here and increment the J and increment the K. It will increment the J and it will increment the K part also. And while J is less than NR, now what is the J value is less than NR? No. While I's value is less than NL, yes, it is true. So what it will do, now Li value will be put to the value of AK. So now 8 will be placed here. So what this function has done, it has like compared both the left array and the right array, and it has like just swapped both the parts. Now earlier 8 is here and 6 is here. So what this function has done, it has sorted both the part 0 to 1, or it has merged from 0 to 1, 6 to 8. Like this procedure or the merge procedure has sorted our array from 0 to 1 into two elements of into two elements from 6 to 8. Now 8 to 6 is sorted from 6 to 8. So okay, that is fine. So now this function will go here. Now we are seeing this function ms 0 comma 1 the last time. So what it is saying, like from 0 to 1, it is the 8 comma 6 is sorted to 6 comma 8. So the work done of 0 comma 1 is already done, that we have sorted the array from 0 to 1. Now we will go to merge sort 2 comma 2. What is 2 comma 2 is 7. As it is a single element and we can see that it is already sorted. There is no need to sort the single element. So this is already sorted, so there is no need of sorting it again. Now what will be done again? Now we are calling merge procedure from 0 to 2, or we are calling the merge procedure from 0 to 2. So what it will do? Now what it will do? It will compare these three elements and it will try to put them into their correct positions. If you want to see this, like how this procedure is working, so that will also be fine. I will just change the values here and you can see like how it is working: 0, 1 and 2. So now we will see like how the array is going to be changed from these two elements to the 6, 7, 8. So what we will do, we will create we will create two arrays of size NL and NR. So in our case, NL value will be what? We will create a size, the left array size will be mid minus start plus 1, or 1 minus 0 plus 1, or 2. So the left array will be of size 2. And what will be the size of right array? Right array will be end minus 1, or 2 minus 1 will be 1. So the size of right array will be 1. So now what we will do? We will just copy the elements that are in the array from 0 to NL and we will just fill both these arrays. So the left array will be like this and the right array will be like this. The 8 comma 6 comma 8, and this array will contain 7 element. I will point here, J will point here, and suppose we have some array or we can say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is our array. So so what is I is equals to 0, j is equals to 0 and k is equals to start. So what is the start point? Is our this point. Okay, value is also this. Okay, that is fine. So this procedure, what it will do, it will compare the 6 and 7 element. So what is happening with the 6 and 7 element? 6 is smaller, so we will put it here. And next what we will do, we will increment the I and we will increment the k. And now what we are comparing, 8 and 7. So which one is smaller? 7 is smaller. And what we will do, we will increment the j. So now this loop will be broken as j is greater than nr. And what we will do, all the remaining elements of the left array, we will just copy it. So what it has done, it has sorted the array in 6, 7, 8 part. So the merge procedure 0, 1, 2 has tried to sort this array, and we will now go to this 0, 2. So all the elements from 0 to 2 are sorted. Now 8, 6, 7 is sorted in the form of 6, 7, 8. So merge sort 0, 2 has sorted the array in 6, 7, 8. So now what next function is called 3, 5. So what is 3, 5? 3, 5 is this part. So what will 3, 5 will do? It will call 3, 4. So it will call 3, 4. And 3, 4, what it will do? 3, 4 will call 3, 3, or this part. So 3, 3 is called and it will be sorted after when we are leaving this function. So the 3, 3 part is sorted, or 5 is already sorted as it is a single element. So what we will do again, we will again go to the merge sort procedure of 4, 4. So this is 4 comma 4, and what we have done, it is already sorted. And what next, we have called the merge procedure from 3 comma 3 comma 4. So now the merge procedure is called from 3 to 4. So I will just give you another example, like how to sort these arrays in so now what are the values? 3 3 4. So now I will change the values here, and I will say it is 3 3 and 4. So what we will do now, now we will again calculate the NL value and NR values, and we will just see how the procedure is working. So our NL value will be what? NL value is mid minus start plus 1. So mid is what? 3 minus 3, 0 plus mid 3 minus 3, यानी कि the NL size, the size of the array will be 1, and NR will be mid minus end, or 4 minus 3 or 1. So both the arrays are of size 1. What we will do, we will just copy the elements in the array. So what is done? 5 is copied in the array, and 3 is, this is the left array and this is the right array. Now the important point here is that I want to show you is 0 1 2 3 4 5. Like it is already filled. I am not at all worried like what all elements are there in the array. In the last it will be get sorted. The point is I value is 0 and j value 0, or I is initialized here, j is initialized here. What is the value of k? K is initialized to start, or 3. Now the k value is what? Will be started from 3. As the element from 0 to 2 are already sorted, so there is no need to sort these arrays. Now we are concerned about only the position from 3. So this is the position number 3. So what we will do, we will just check, well, I is less than NL and J is less than NR, and in both the cases I is less than NL and J is also less than NR, as I and J are 0 and NL and NR values are 1. So what we will do, we will just compare the right part and left part. Whichever is less, we will put it here. So in our case 3 is less, we will put it here, and in the end the whatever is left we will put afterwards. So this is how you have to just take care the k value starts from the start point. So what is done, in 3 5 and 3 are sorted to 3 comma 5. So what is done here, till the time we came here, the merge procedure, the merge sort procedure has sorted the element from 3 to 4 to 3, from 5 to 3 to 3 comma 5. So both these elements are already sorted. So now what is the next is called? Now 5 comma 5 is called, or 5 comma 5 is 9. So as you can see, it is already sorted. So it is already sorted, and what we will next, we will call the merge procedure 3 4 5. So what it will do, so this the merge procedure will try to merge the candidate into like 3 5 and 9. So after having the merge procedure run, the 3 4 5, we are saying that we are saying that the elements from 3 to 5 are sorted, 5 3 9 is sorted to 3 5 9. Okay, so this procedure, this merge sort procedure, what it has done, it has sorted the array from 5 3 9 to 3 5 9. Now we have two sorted arrays, 6 7 8 and 3 5 9. So this is like the first example that we have already taken, that we have an array in which 0 to 3 elements are sorted, and 0 to 2 elements are sorted, and 3 to 5 elements are sorted. Now we have to just we have to merge the elements from 0 to 5. So what we have to do, so now 6 and 3 are compared. So now 6 and 3 are compared. Which one is less? 3 is less. So what we will do, we will copy the 3. Now this will be incremented and this will remain same. Now 5 and 6 are compared. Now 5 and 6 are compared. Which one is less? 5. So 5 will be copied to the array. Now what is happening now? I will copy now I will increment the pointer of right array and it will remain same here. So now 6 and 9 are compared. Which one is greater? 9 is greater, so we will copy 6 and increment this counter. Now 7 and 9 are compared. Which one is lesser? 7 is lesser, so we will put it here. Now 8 and now I will be incremented. Now 8 and 9 are compared. Which one is lesser? 8 is lesser, so we will copy the 8. And now in the end only one element is remaining and we will just copy that element without comparing it with anything else. So this list is sorted through the merge procedure. So these are the simple steps. Like this array is 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 9 is sorted to 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 after going through this whole array procedure. Now we will see the space complexity of the whole procedure, like how much space is taking, how much extra space is our merge sort algorithm is taking. As we have seen in the case of insertion sort that it is not taking any extra space, we are not using any extra space, but in the case of merge sort we are using some extra space. So let us see. So what is the extra space? So first, the extra space that I am thinking is like we are creating two arrays of size n. So basically it will take order of n. So this merge procedure will take definitely order of n space, as we are creating two arrays of approximately size n. So the merge procedure will take n time. So now we have to see like what is the actual this procedure, or how the merge, what is the like stack trace for the merge sort procedure. We are not creating any array or something sort of like that, but actually we are calling functions again and again, so which is using a stack. So actually how many functions calls are made, and we will see like how these function calls are made, and we will see. So how many functions calls are made, so we will see like this is the first function call, and this is the second function call that we have made, this is the third function call that we have made, this is the fourth function call, this is the fifth function call, this is sixth, this is seventh, this is eighth, this is ninth, and ninth, and this is 10th, this is 11th function call, this is 12th function call, this is 13th function call, this is 13th function call, and this is 14th function call, this is 15th function call, and this is the 16th function call. So in all we are making like around 16 function calls. So what do you think? Like for sorting numbers from 0 to 5 we are using 16 functions calls. So we need 16 stacks, 16 values in memory stack. So let us see, it will require 16, or we can like use some less amount of memory for all these functions call. So like so suppose we have an stack of size n. First we are taking the, suppose whatever is the size of this array. First we are calling the first function, we are calling the function. So what it will do, it will occupy in memory in the array. So what is doing, the first function is calling the second function, the second function is also there, the second function is calling the third function, so we are calling the third function, the third function is calling the fourth function. So but the fourth function is called, and in the next step the fourth function is also completed, so fourth will be popped out from the stack. So now what will be done, now the fifth function will be there, fifth function is called, and it will occupy the place where the fourth function is already there. So we have used this part of the array. So now after using the fifth is also popped out, so we have crossed the fifth part. Now now the sixth function is called, so fifth is already popped out, so it will also take the same space as the sixth function. So now where it will go, now the third function merge sort 0, 1 is also popped out, so the third function will also be this till this time this merge sort 0 comma 1 is also done as we are leaving this function, so the third will also be popped out. Now merge sort 2 comma 2 is called, so 2 will be placed here. So 2 will be placed here. Now 2 is also completed. So what it will do? It will now the 7. Sorry, I have misunderstood. For this is 7. Sorry, this is 7. So the 7 will be pushed in, and what after some time the 7 will also be popped out. Now the next function is 8. So 8 will occupy this space only, as we have already separated, as we have nothing there in the 8th spot. So what it will do, the 8th will occupy this space, and now the 8th is also finished. The 8th is also finished. Now the 9th function will be called. So 9th will occupy. So what is done? So now this function, the 9th calling or merge sort 0 comma 2 procedure is also completed. So what we will do, we will just pop this out, and this we will popped out. Now ms 3 comma 5 is called for the first time. So if it is called for the first time, so our function call so this is our 9 function call. So the 9 will be pushed in, and what it will call, it will call the 10th. So the next free space is here, so we will call the 10th here. And what next? And now the merge sort procedure 3 comma 3 is called, so our free space is here. So what we will do, we will push our element in the 4th element. Our 11th element is here. So now next 11th will be pushed off. After this is completed, we will just pop out. The next element that will be pushed will be 12, and after some time it will also be popped out. The next element is 13. So 13 will be pushed, and after some time it will be also popped out. And the next element is what? 14th function call. So where our 14th function, so here till the time we came here, what is done, like the 10th function call is already completed. We have already sorted the element from 3 to 4, so that 10 will also get popped off. So now the next element is 14. The 14th function call is there. So what we will do, we will push it here only, 14. Now 14th is also completed, so we will just pop out. Now what is happening? Now the 15th is called. So what we will do, we will put 15th here only and wait for it to complete, and it is also completed, and we will just popped out this element. On what is next? Now 3 comma 5 is also completed, or 3 comma 5 is also completed. So what we will do, we will just pop the 9th function call also. So what it will do, it will call again. So what it will do, now the 16th is also come. Now 16th will be pushed here, and after some time it will also get popped off. Now what is remaining? Now this at this point the 1 is also done, so 1 will be pushed out. So like this is the function call. As you can see that all the elements which are at the same level, like 2, 9 or 16, or 2, 9 or 16, like if you can see all these numbers 2, 9 and 16, like both all of them are at the same level, so they are occupying the same position in the stack. Like we are not simultaneously using the memory, we are just using it and again reusing the same memory again by some other function call. As you can see 3, 7, 8, 10, 14, 15, or 3, 7, 8, 14, 10, 15, all these are also of the same level. So they are occupying the same position in the stack, and that's the same with these arrays 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 11, 12, 13. These are the the last point in the tree. So they are also occupying the same time. So as you can see, if there are 16 functions calls, it is not necessary that we are using the same amount of space. So as you can see, if there are n numbers, if there are n function calls, so what will be the space complexity for the same? Like if there are 16 functions calls, so what is the height of the stack that we are using? It is 4. So how we are coming to the fourth, that we have to see. So like we have already seen, like if there are 16 functions calls here, or if I am saying that if there are 6 elements, then there are 16 functions call. So what will be the height of 3? So if the number of elements are n, so the height of the tree will be log n and upper bound. So this is the space complexity. So what we will, if the number of elements, as the number of elements are changing, so the height of the tree will also change, and the tree will correspond to the number of elements will be log 2n, and with the upper bound. So in our case it is 6, and so log 2 6 will be approximately equals to 4. So so the total time complexity will be what? Order of n from merge procedure, and order of log n from the merge sort procedure, or the size of stack. So the total will be order of n plus log n, and it will be equals to n, order of n. So the space required to run the merge procedure is order of n. So now we will again see what will be the time complexity. So the time complexity will be coming from here. So like what is happening, this if we like see, this will be Tn. Like if the time taken by the merge sort procedure to sort n amount of let us say like to sort n numbers is T of n. So this procedure, it is approximately T of n by 2, and this is also T of n by 2, and we have already seen that the amount, that the time taken by the merge procedure to merge two sorted arrays is order of n. So we this is the equation that we are getting. So what is the equation is, T of n will be equals to 2t n by 2 plus order of n. So the time complexities for these type of equations is order of n log n. So this is from the Master's theorem that we have already seen in our previous lectures. So you can refer to the Master's theorem, or I will give the details later also. So for the time being, the time complexity for the merge sort procedure is order of n log n, and the space complexity is order of n. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Drop a like.
Leave a comment.
And don't forget to
Subscribe.